Hey everyone, I'm here with a 2017 Fiat 124 Spider Lusso, and today I'm going to do a fuel economy test on this car. It's equipped with the 6-speed automatic transmission and the Fiat-sourced 1.4 liter multi-air turbocharged port-injected engine. And this car is rated to get about 35 miles per gallon on the highway, and today I just want to verify some of those claims and see what kind of gas mileage it can get going at relatively high speeds between 50 and 60 miles an hour, which is pretty much the ideal speed for fuel economy. I'm going to make sure the climate control is off, heated seats are off, audio is off, so you guys can get a full experience of how the car is to drive. Top is going to be up, as you can see. So window's going to be closed, so it's going to be as aerodynamic as possible. I'm running about 2 psi over the recommended 29 psi. So in the tires, so that's 31 psi in all 4 tires. These are Bridgestone summer tires, so the rolling resistance is not going to be, the best out there, but it's probably going to be pretty average for the class. My average right now is all-time average is 28.7 miles per gallon. That's with pretty hard driving. I'll reset the average as we take off here, and you guys can see how good it is. So stay tuned for the fuel economy on this car. This is going to be kind of like a round trip sort of drive through, just kind of like your, urban, extra urban roads, countryside a little bit, but we'll kind of see what kind of gas mileage we can get on this. As we start cruising along here in 6th gear, we'll see what kind of gas mileage we can get. So I'll show you guys once the average resets, what kind of miles per gallon getting, going about 55 miles an hour. Alright guys, so the MPG reset, and right now we're getting about 33.9 miles to the gallon. Just cruising along here. But yeah, it's been pretty efficient so far, and 33.9 miles to the gallon, and I'll keep you guys updated as I go on this extended drive. Once again, we're got the climate control off, all the windows are closed, top is up. Look at that, 42.6 miles to the gallon now. That was a big jump after we went down that hill. So I'll keep driving here for a few more miles and I'll give you guys another update. Another couple miles down the road, and I've noticed that we're still getting about 42.5 miles to the gallon. I'm coming up to a stop here, so I'm going to have to re-accelerate, worsen my mileage a little bit, but it'll be a little bit more indicative of a real-world test, I think. So take a little turn here. We won't accelerate too hard because there'll be more. No one really floors it all the time like I do, so don't want to make it unrealistic. We're kind of going up a hill here, so as you can tell, we're kind of less than that. Ooh, look, Ferrari. That's pretty cool. And then, yeah, so we're going up a little hill here. We're going to get worse mileage, but miles per gallon hasn't reset yet, so it still says we're getting 45.5 miles to the gallon. Very smooth road though, so that's kind of nice. And after we go over this crest, should get a little bit flatter for a minute or two, and then it goes downhill again. So, yeah, as we're going down the hill again, as you can tell. Now we're seeing 41 miles to the gallon. Coming up to a stoplight, we're sitting in 5th gear. This has pretty aggressive gearing, so it doesn't really shift into a high gear until it absolutely needs to. It waits till 2400 RPM all the time until it shifts to the next gear. So it's not really, it's not like they're trying to pull any tricks on you, trying to get the best mileage possible. It simply comes down to the weight of the car and the drivetrain configuration. So, taking a right, gonna re-accelerate here, so we're gonna lose a little bit of the fuel economy improvements. But this is probably like a quarter throttle, so maybe a third throttle, which is pretty average for what people do for accelerating. It's not like we're pushing it too hard. But once again, we'll get up to about 55 miles an hour. Yeah. And it's a premium recommended for max performance, but I haven't noticed any fuel economy difference or acceleration differences by using mid-grade. So that's what I'm running right now. So if you use 91 or 93, maybe you'll get better mileage, but at the worst, you're gonna get the mileage that I'm getting right now on these bumpy roads. 150-pound car. Again, 160 horsepower, 184 foot-pounds of torque, 1.4-liter multi-air Fiat-sourced engine. If you have any questions about the fuel economy in this car or its performance, just let me know in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.